Welcome everyone to zkMe. We are a fully zero knowledge proof, decentralized Web3 native identity oracle, and we are going to be able to handle your compliance, identity, KYC, whatever it is that's related to an identity oracle. We can handle it all in a privacy preserving and value fitting way. Now, we have a lot of things coming to you. We'll go through things like a demo as well on how to use our app. But first, we're going to talk about becoming the first decentralized issuer on Polygon ID. Now, what that means is you can use our credentials on Polygon ID's mainnet. You can import our credentials into Polygon ID's wallet app and have a reusable KYC solution. Now, we are fully merging the blockchain ethos of decentralization and privacy. We got a full compliance track for KYC, AML, and more, and we're going to hop into a demo to show you what that means. So to see a demo of our actual product and walk through the process of not only doing your KYC, so the zero knowledge proof based KYC, which is privacy preserving, but to actually get a feel for how it integrates into Polygon ID, I thought I'd just walk you through the whole process start to finish. So it's through our web app, which is called the Me ID. It's available on our website as well as the Polygon ID listing. Once you go through to the link, this is where you'll be. This is the dashboard where people can interact with it from the desktop. We do also have a mobile app, but we can get to that later. So once you get on here, you can just quickly log in. If you've done your proof of personhood before, then you can log in through the email. Don't worry about it, just put in your email, and then you'll be sent a link to make sure that that email is actually yours. Very quick and easy way to sign in. Just follow the link and you will be authorized to use the service, and you just need to go back to the original window. Now, after that, you need to collect your wallet. So we're using MetaMask here. You just allow us to connect to the web app, and then make sure that you're actually on Polygon testnet. We'll be on mainnet quite soon. So you move on to verifying your real-world identity. This is where the juicy bits happen, where we take leverage of zero knowledge proof technology to ensure that your data is private and secure. So this is the proof of citizenship, where we check, for example, your passport or your government issued ID. And it's a very simple process where you just basically ensure that, and we ask you a question here by, this is just a privacy policy and user agreement. And we're just telling you here that it's, again, end-to-end zero knowledge, so that, your personal information is not shared. Selectively disclose information if somebody asks for it, so on and so forth. So you start the verification and you're led to a QR code. With the QR code, you just scan it on your phone, and it'll connect you to our mobile web app that allows you to walk through the actual verification process. So you just pull up your phone, and with your camera, you just scan the QR code. You'll get a link to our web app that does the actual verification. And it's quite a simple process. You scan your ID and you scan your face, and then you get your proof of citizenship, the POC, and the soulbound token that signifies that this is your specific ID. Now, once that's loaded, you can just click verify now. You'll get to select citizenship. You basically select your country. It's just basic information that we're collecting to ensure that the proof of citizenship and everything else is actually correct. and you select your country, you select which form of ID you'll be using. In this case, we'll be using a government issued ID, and you just click through, allow the camera, you scan your ID, and web app takes care of everything. It generates the zero knowledge proofs behind the scenes to make sure that this underlying information that you're hopefully not seeing here is not passed on whenever you're doing the KYC. So the people who are wanting to check the identity is only getting, for example, this person is not from the list of countries that we're banning. They're not actually getting, for example, the name of the country, what type of ID you're providing, the ID number and all that. That stays behind the scenes. We don't get to see it as zkMe, and the people who are checking don't get to see it either. So then you just continue, make sure that it's all good, you confirm, and then you do your face scan. It's a very simple and easy to use face scan. I'm sure many of you have done it through signing up for exchanges. And then we verify it, and then we create the zero knowledge proofs and mint the soulbound token. The verifying, creating, minting, it can take a few. We are relying heavily on, for example, the blockchain. Generating the zero knowledge proofs do also take a bit more time. So then this will be the screen on your computer while you're doing the whole process on your phone, and this will be kind of the screens that's showing while you're verifying yourself through the phone. It's very simple. Pick from a list of credentials which you previously did, follow the workflow, and your identity verification is complete. And then now it's actually minting the soulbound token, which is why it's taking a little bit for the actual authorization. And then here is the important part. So you click done, and then we move on to claiming your Polygon ID. Now this will be right under the identity soulbound token, and once you click that, we'll be led to a different screen where it says connect, and you have another QR code to scan. Now this has to be through the Polygon ID app, so that we can make sure that your Polygon ID is actually connected to your zkMe proofs. We can walk through that process again. And this will be connecting through Polygon ID wallet. So you open the Polygon wallet, you click on the appropriate network, Mumbai if Mumbai, which is testnet, mainnet if mainnet, and then you scan the QR code and it'll connect the wallet. So this is different from porting over your zkMe DID. We're just connecting the wallets to make sure that they can talk to each other. It's very simple. And then next step is actually porting over your verified credential, the VC, as listed on Polygon. And to do that, you'll have to go again to scan your QR code on the zkMe ID website. So once you're connected, you'll get this new QR code that says import VC into Polygon ID. And again, you scan it with your phone through, again, the Polygon ID app. Now, it might seem like quite a few steps, but just remember you have to do this just once, and then whoever is using Polygon ID and accepting zkMe credentials for their KYC will be able to just reuse this KYC. So all you have to do from now on is basically just authorizing the check on those credentials. So again, with Polygon ID, you scan the QR code, and now it's saying that this credential has been issued to you, which is the KYC, and you accept the credential into your Polygon ID, and you just log in, add the credentials, and you're basically good to go, right? Credential added. And then from then on, and also quickly check, for example, in My Data, if you click through to it, then you'll see that the zkMe proof of citizenship is added, and with it, it'll tell you what is part of the proof of citizenship. So questions like, are you over 18, country? Things like that is what is going to be revealed to the person doing the KYC check. So for example, if you're using a permission DeFi platform, they won't get to see the picture of your ID, they won't get to see a picture of your face, your name, the number of the ID, none of that. These are just the simple questions that they'll be able to ask questions about. So for example, if they want to know if you're over 18, then they can quickly just ask your Polygon ID, with zkMe proof of citizenship, is this person over 18? And then now you're just back on to this screen. Once you've completed importing the VC into your Polygon ID, then you just click done and you're good to go to reuse your privacy preserving and fully compliant zkKYC, whichever platform is currently plugging into Polygon ID and zkMe, or the next steps in what is really going to be the new paradigm, we believe, in compliance in the Web3 space. And to look at our future plans, we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We are expanding our compliance track offering to include things like KYB, travel rule, all the things that are really hard to actually do in the compliance world, as well as adding quite a lot of benefit in terms of being a reusable solution. We'll be expanding our Me Scores offering, so we're going to be not collecting, but we're going to be able to repackage the data that you obviously need to authorize us to use for the things that you want to use it for. So for example, if you want to take part in a gaming promotion, maybe you can prove that you are a gamer by proving that you have played an X number of hours of games. And of course, expand offline credentials offerings such as medical licensing credentials. This is a bit further down the line, but it is going to be something very exciting. So for example, you'll be able to confirm that a doctor is who he says he is, for example, when using their services internationally, right? So we've got a lot of cool things coming up, and we're very excited to bring you the best of what an identity oracle can be. So just like how you can plug into a weather oracle and get the weather for New York, you can get the temperature, humidity, what's the temperature going to be when you take a trip to New York, all those things. We're going to be that for identities. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming, and it's all going to be available on Polygon ID, which is going to become one of the key players in the identity industry within the blockchain industry. So we're very excited. We hope to see you soon.